All right, hey, what's up guys? It's Roy here, and I have the Spigen Tough Armor case here for the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Now, I already did a review of this case for the S22. You can follow the card up above. But with this, obviously, I want to do this review because the case is going to look a little bit different, obviously, because the Ultra looks a little bit different. Now, this case is going to come in at $19.99. And there is an instant 5% off that you can apply at the checkout. There is also a gunmetal color that's for whatever reason $1 more. This is the black version. So like I said, you're gonna save about $1 going this route. So as far as the actual case goes, as you can see here, it is a very traditional looking Tough Armor case. So let's focus on the inside before we slap it on. So in the interior, you have this really recognizable, nice cushiony, bright yellow material inside here. You can see that Latin logo there, and you do see kind of like where the kickstand is. Now granted, this isn't the actual kickstand part that's shining through, but you can see that there's those little cutouts there. And then of course, these little parts here. So inside here, you are getting their air cushion technology. So you are getting some really nice air cushion like reinforcement on the corners. So when you drop it, it's gonna help hopefully prevent a break. So yeah, so let's go ahead and grab this. Now, full disclosure, this is a dummy unit that case companies send out. So I was very fortunate enough to get one of these to use for S22 Ultra case reviews since I only have the real S22. Now, as far as installing it, I always start with the buttons and then just push in, and there we have it. So there is this really nice matte black case, guys. It is super, super sexy. So as far as the case itself goes, it looks just like every traditional Tough Armor case that has come out before it. So you have the really nice solid matte black top and bottom. You have this really nice matte black that's a little bit of a different shade of black back here. The kickstand is matching in color with the Spigen branding there. If you open this up, it does say something you want, and then it also says Spigen there as well. And then as far as the actual camera bump goes, this is the way that they did it here. It looks like a big letter P. So you have your lenses there, you got the flash there. As you can tell when I change the angles up a little bit, you do have some really nice raised lips around the actual camera lenses. So you are going to get some really nice lens protection if you do like to place your phones back down on hard surfaces. But that's the way it looks pretty nice. Looking at the sides here, this is kind of the look here. So it does say Tough Armor right here. And as you can see, it kind of bleeds up to the top. And then you do have a power button here that's got a little bit of some teeth in it. And then you got your volume up and down buttons, and then a little bit of that back that does bleed up to it again. Now, unfortunately, the buttons are kind of that new flat style that they have. They're very tactile. I unfortunately can't really do a real good clicky button test here because unfortunately this is a dummy unit, like I said. But just playing with these with the dummy unit, they're already clicky, so they're gonna definitely be clicky on the real S22 Ultra. And you got your volume up and down with the plus and minus if you forget which one it is. Going to the bottom here, as you can see, you do have those little end cuts or cuts in there on the corners, and that's all around the phone itself. But you do have a nice generous cutout for the USB-C port and mic, speakers, and your S Pen there, so very generous there. And then here on this side, there is absolutely nothing, but you do have this nice smooth texture here. And like I said, you do get those little cutouts there as well. And then going to the top, a single circular cutout for the mic. On the front, you do have some raised lips that are more prominent on the forehead and chin. And since the edged display curves a little bit, you know, once again, you are getting some lens protection on the edges here, but it's more prominent on the top and bottom. And then looking here at the top as well, you can kind of see how the cutout is for the speaker. So there it is. That's the look of the front. That's the look of the back. So now let's go ahead and do the kind of wobble test that I like to do. Unfortunately, I can't do my Qi wireless charging test or the clicky button test that I normally do since it's a dummy unit, but we can at least see how shaky it is. So the front is extremely flat, and then going to back down is extremely flat. There is no wobble at all. And as you can see, guys, it is very flat. So those lenses are very, for the coverage there, like I said, it's very slim and very flat on the back. So there is no shaking or crazy just wobbling going on. But for the overall just impressions of this case, it looks really good. Looks fantastic. You do get that kickstand, which it is kind of a little flimsy thing, but that is kind of the MO of these Tough Armor kickstands. If it pops off, you can pop it right back on. But really, guys, it's really just it's really meant just to be able to, you know, just kind of set it on your desk there and watch something, you know, so kind of watching it in landscape mode. But that's kind of the look there. So it's not something there you can stand it up in portrait mode. It's just going to flip down. So you can do it either way, whichever way you want, doesn't matter. You can kind of close it up a little bit more if you do want it to kind of maybe sit up a little taller instead of, you know, laying back a little bit. So if you do just kind of put it more in the middle, it just tiny raises it up, but not by much. But it is nice addition to have that kickstand for sure if you do like kickstands. So yeah, there it is, guys. There's the Tough Armor for the S22 Ultra. Very affordable case from a great case company. So hit that like button if you like the video. If you love it, please subscribe, ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe, God bless. We'll see you on the next one.